Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, so I'm going to do a pick a card reading, and we're going to pick an archangel animal. So, but I'm going to pull the cards first. So even before we have a look at what animals are on offer, what animals are on offer. I just felt drawn to do a pick a card reading with two cards, and there to be animals. I'll just sit here and settle into the energy. They're splitting nicely in the middle, equally. Okay, so I'm going to choose two cards, but the Divine's going to give me two cards. But before I'm like influenced by the cards, I want to pull the other cards and then I'm done with my card pulling. 1, 2, 2 on the counter as I said that. It was 7 o'clock, well about 1 minute past 7. I was aiming for 7. I feel a little bit light. Okay, light-headed. There's the first card. No peeking now. I was talking to you, not me. Sometimes you see the cards before I do. If you're looking carefully. Right, there's an order to these, because once we have a look at the animal, underneath us there is to be 3 Archangel Oracle cards. Right, there's the second animal card. Might be best to tidy away as we go. I think that could be a good idea. I'm not going to use loads and loads of cards. The Archangel Oracle cards. Oh, where's the Archangel Power Tower? They're next. The power of the Archangels, because we've got Archangel Animals, Archangel Oracle, and then we're going to get Archangel Power. This sounds good, doesn't it, already? I know. Right, let me get 3 cards for this. How many have I got here? Well, we can take... well, yeah, I'm going to take all of them. There's quite a few there, but they're going to tell, like, the story before I read some tarot. You can't just have 1 card. Come on, at least 3. That's for pile number 2. Oh, okay. Divine Order is what came out. I saw it. I recognised the cards. I felt the other order, how you could choose this rather than animal, is pole 1 or pole 2, or 1 or 2. 1 or 2. I know that I've already decided on 1. So this card needs 1 more at least on its side. That's pole number 2. Thank you. Just got the 3 cards. Pole number 1's got about 5. I don't want to influence you in like you're choosing. Just go with whatever. Yeah, we can do that. Angels and Ancestors. What order would you want them? Okay. Archangel Power. Remember, I'm going to be flipping the cards over, so I'm kind of going from the start until the finish. Mustn't curse. Okay, sorry about that. Let's keep these tards. What are tards? What happened there? Pole number 1. Say I'm your number 1. We sang about that the other day. Okay. What's the next parts of the lyrics though? And I'm sure I'll be good for you. To you? Both. This one? Okay. Pole number 2. Stand and deliver. Money of your life. Huh. I I don't know the lyrics then. I think there's something about your conscience will be mine. That one, thank you. How long were we in? 5 minutes, 20 seconds. Oneness. I'm taken to now what I also wanted to do was to actually read to you. Oneness is the chapter. If we're continuing from the thought chapter, then oneness is next. And I'm talking about like choosing number 1 and 1, 2. Do we choose oneness? A balmy breeze. Not something I would say. What does balmy mean? A balmy breeze is like coming through that window and it's hitting like the soles of my feet. It's nice. Card number 2. I set the intention that whatever is gained from the lessons learned from this tool will be dedicated to the growth of all beings in all places. Okay, not many more cards now. The Enchanted Map, the Lover's Oracle, and a postcard from Spirit. We're done then. I can read the cards. It won't take me long to put together the message. There we go for them. I'm just thinking I haven't really got any tarot apart from the 2 Archangel Power Tarot. And I'm looking at my box of tricks, I call it. The deck split in half. I want to scratch my head. But these tarot cards are coming at the end of the reading before the postcard from Spirit, so okay. I took a peek at the card. It's the Strength card, 44. How do you want to do these? Okay, we'll keep them, because it's already like separated into 2 decks. How many cards do you want me to give? 1, okay. This one wants 2. But I already knew that because there's 2 love hearts on there. Lover's Oracle. And then a postcard from Spirit. I could be influenced by these cards because I know what some of the meanings are behind the picture. I don't know that one. I don't know that one either. Not that I remember. Look very similar. Would you like to be influenced by the Romance Angel cards before I get a postcard from Spirit? So, pole number 1, although we're going to be choosing an animal, but if you want a glimpse of your Romance Angels, it's that. Pole number 2, if you want a glimpse of that, it's that. One, 2. Postcard from Spirit to finish off this reading that I haven't even started yet. I have. They've already told me loads of clues have already come through. Because in my mind it was like, because I'm not having a look at any of the cards, I'm not influenced at all into a train of thought. So, and as I do that, as I kind of pull the cards, it's coming with my vibration. This is a whole set of cards here. that tell a story that I said in my mind that I don't have a clue what they're about. It's like, yes, you do. It's like, stop telling yourself you don't have a clue when you do. You have a clue or two. Right then, we're nearly there. Postcards from Spirit. Okay. Well, there's quite a few postcards. I'll see what's going on. That one's for pole number 1, that one's pole number 2, and that one's for both of you. It says you are magic. And the unicorns on it. So, time to pick your animal. I've got a grin on my face now. I'm going to use those. Right, I just want to put all the other cards away. Thank you, and we'll deal with what we've got on the table. Do we have all the books we need? We should have a nice little selection of books now, if we need them. Our own little personal library. I'm told you I'm lightheaded. Let's talk to me. That coffee's hot. Right, I want to talk to you. Let's have a look at these animals first. Now, hopefully I've chosen cards that are all the same size, so I'm not going to be influenced, and neither are you, by the any cards behind it. So, pole number 1, giraffe. Now, first of all, I'm just going to show you the animal. Not anything to do with the writing. Can I do that? I feel a bit backhanded. The giraffe, pole number 1. I don't want you to read what else it says on there. I'll do that. Are you drawn to the giraffe? Or are you drawn to pile number 2? Which is the raven. What one are you choosing? Giraffe? Or raven? That way round. 1, 2. This one. I've still already seen clues of the giraffe. I saw some bubble bath yesterday that said on it, you're having a giraffe. Smelled very nice, but I don't need any bubble bath at the moment. And I like to use up the ones that I've got, otherwise I end up having lots of different bottles of products. I still do that actually, so I resisted the temptation. But the giraffe. And we went to like a wildlife park not long ago, like, well, January. And the giraffe was very captivating to me. And we've got the raven. Okay, so let's start this reading. Pile number 1, the giraffe. You chose the giraffe. You've got a tall neck. A stiff neck? No, more of a tall neck. It's like you can see higher because you can there's also this energy of like, okay, lots. I feel the energy of here, you get to see like the sunrises and the sunsets. And there's the energy of the desert here. But the healthiness of the fact that you ate the green from the top of the tree. So you don't really eat any dirt. It's pure. Interesting. Let's see what this message says, because that's just what I'm feeling. I'm waiting for you is coming through, because this is a female giraffe. And so she's looking over her shoulder as if to say, I can see clearly. And we've got like the healthiest produce available to us. Life is good. We don't have to like dig around in the sand, dig in the dirt. Scraps, hunt for scraps. And the desert takes me to when you're obviously thirsty and you're seeking that oasis, which will be found. Also takes me to the walk, is it, that Jesus done, like through the desert, and that's where I believe like he met the devil, because you imagine walking through a dry desert, you're going to be tested, aren't you? You're going to be thirsty, hungry, hot, tired, burnt out. But the oasis is near. This is like a juicy orange taste to it. It's juicy, refreshing. A slight tinge? It's more of a colour, isn't it? A slight tang of grapefruit. That's interesting, because another kind of beauty, luxurious product like that. What was, maybe the other one was grapefruit next to the giraffe, but I've seen that like in a bubble bath. That's it. I was more taken to like a peach and mango. Look, the words say, aspire to higher knowledge and wisdom, Archangel Jophiel. So, pile number 1. I was just reminded here what the message is like for both piles, and you are magic. But she's looking over her shoulders, saying, you can trust me. If you're having a look, she's kind of looking down a little bit as well. So, as if like someone's not feeling as courageous or as trusting. So this feminine is trying to comfort who she's looking back at. He is looking at you, kid. In a female voice. She's here to assist any way that she can. And then it took me to the Roald Dahl book, The Giraffe, the Pelly and Me. Comfort. Again, have a look at this kind of victorious wreath that's being held up here. It's like it's peaceful up here. Comfort. Archangel Azrael. I'm just checking out what archangels are showing up here. I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. And why is it, well, we're rhyming here. I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal, whilst I can see the will. Look, I can see what the card is. So we're taken to like the wheel here. It's like she's even got her hand on it. Comfort. What's next? Okay, it's time for a life review. Put the wheel back in. Archangel Jeremiah. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. Okay. There's this energy here of, because she's, first of all I wondered, was she pointing? Because we're looking at this, having a higher viewpoint, a higher perspective. But then I felt the energy of like giving someone like the middle finger. So it's time for a life review. You're being led the way to peace, tranquility and comfort. I'm not talking to the giraffe. Oh, okay. Why not? I meant in a reading way. It's like I'm not talking about the giraffe. Okay, again. Avoidance. I don't feel it's the giraffe's energy. I feel it's the person that they're looking at. Aspire to higher knowledge and wisdom. Life review. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. Well, the Wheel of Fortune, we know that's here. Okay, creative writing. Archangel Gabriel. So, the messenger. Make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen an article or book. Life review. Creative writing. Do you know, that takes me to like, what kind of story are you telling? And you can use that in all manners of your life. What is the story that you're telling? Because it makes a heck of a difference. Hello, my daughter. Hello, darling. Acts of love. I thought that said acts of love. That's nice though, isn't it, Em? Acts of love. Lots of love. Hi, Spotty Pony. Hi, Purple Spliff. Hi, love. Have you been here long? Creative writing. Emily's been doing some creative writing. It's an act of love. I love it. We've got passion here. So passion for purpose is coming through. Archangel Haniel. Well, there's a lot of archangels. Archangels that have got their hands on the situation. Love back to you, Emily. Passion. Follow your passion. It's time for a life review. Creative writing. It's like if you were to write the story of your life, would it be like a bestseller? Are you sick? Your voice sounds deeper. No, I think it's just, I'm not sick at all. Is it quieter? It happened yesterday. I had a very quiet voice. But I feel this needs to be like a really peaceful reading. So the soul adjusts to the environment. Are you sick? No. I'm a lover, not a fighter. Purple Spliff, that's good. Passion. And then we've got gentleness. Archangel Sandalphon, be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations and environments. Make sense, Em? My mummy sounds, I don't know, as if it's deep. I've got your ukulele here, but I can't play it. You can. Give us some gentle music. Gotta wait for a song to come out. Courage. Courage. Now, if you ever look in the background, you've got like the lion and the lioness. And so this feminine's like representing both sides of that. Just like the giraffe. How deep is your love? Is your love? How deep is your love? I really need to learn. 'Cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should let us be. We belong to you and me. I believe in you, 'cause you're the door to my very soul. Courage. Archangel Ariel, be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. That is the message of the giraffe. Emily, I was talking about the giraffe at the Wildlife Safari, Wildlife Park. Beautiful giraffe. Okay, I like this next card. Now this is the Archangel Power Tarot. And we've got 6 of Raphael. Embrace your inner child, new friends or rekindled relationships, children or childhood. Being around, I'm looking at the cards now, being around those that you feel, well, you can just be you with. You could be gentle, they're gentle with you. But I feel like, but they're your biggest supporter. Like they've got your back. It's like they are your courage. That's nice. That's about memories of love. How deep is your love? Next card is the Water Guardian. Connect with your emotions. We need to read this card. How deep is your love? Little one's outside playing. Okay, the guardians have their own section in this book. Take time to understand how you really feel. Know that your sensitivity is not a curse, but a gift that allows you to receive and understand messages directly from your soul. Water is the element that is in your blood, your tears, and your flesh. The water guardian represents angels of water who can help you dive within to understand the depth of your emotions. These angels are all about helping you see that your emotions aren't just the feelings that are on the surface. When we're going, I feel like I'm going out of the screen here. Hold on in there. Oh, these angels are all about helping you see that your emotions aren't just the feelings that are on the surface. They are also the old emotions you may have locked deep within the shadows of your soul. Through helping you acknowledge your deepest emotions, the angels of water help you to hear the messages these have for you and to unlock your intuitive powers and the energies of abundance. The extended message: your angels want you to know that it's okay to feel the emotions that are surfacing in you at this time. It doesn't matter if they are joyous or sad. They are all powerful messengers that allow you to understand what you want and need. Taking time to breathe and acknowledge them lets them flow through you rather than crashing down on you as an overwhelming wave. Note that there are also intuitive psychic messages arising in you at this time, and unless you acknowledge everything as it comes up, you may miss important guidance that can lead you to support and love. Well, that's interesting. Because that Wheel of Fortune there, it's like things could turn in your favour or they could turn the other way. If you know that there are also note that there are also intuitive psychic messages arising in you at this time, and unless you acknowledge everything as it comes up, you may miss important guidance that can lead you to support and love. Woo. Cheers, everybody. Cheers. Water Guardian. Okay, what's next? 20 in reverse. Flying. I saw like a magical unicorn, look. But anyway, it's in reverse. So again, taken to that Wheel of Fortune. Let's have a look at this. Number 10. Oh, it's number 20. Flying. Number 10 just came out. That's the number of the Wheel of Fortune. Hold on, I just need to clear my throat a bit more. As deep as the ocean, baby. Flying. In reverse. When you see the flying card reversed, it is a gentle reminder that there are times to take flight and times to remain grounded, and for now, you must avoid overreaching. There is still work to be done before you earn your wings. Be patient. What you seek will not be out of reach forever. Remember the story of Lyrus in Greek mythology, whose wax-made wings and overconfidence brought him too close to the sun. He perished because he didn't realise his limitations. Humility is a great power, and now you must exercise it. Doing too much too fast, too soon, only serves to prevent a beautiful flight later on. Well, that's interesting because, like I said, I felt this feminine. She was like, I don't like saying like higher up, but her her sphere of sight is broader. Okay, what's the next card? The Wheel of Fortune. Hi Jess, how are you, darling? Wheel of Fortune. Destiny. Divine timing. I'm going to look at the Lover's Oracle now. Friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship and your love life will dramatically improve. That's interesting. So kind of like taking it slowly. It's like what you need most now is comfort and reassurance. Let's finish with pole number 1 with a message from Spirit, postcard from Spirit. I just saw your Divine Masculine. He's still in his head about things, but I got to spend the night with him Friday. But I get to spend the night with him Friday. I'll take time for him to hopefully come back and be official. Taking things slow, exactly. And hopeful about reunion, of course. You can see, like, it's like you can see further than him. Hi, Bonds. Cheers from Canada. Cheers. Sleepover? How fucking awesome. How much fun. This postcard for pole number 1, it says, live your dreams. Dear you, human beings spend a huge percentage, can we get the words out? Human beings spend a huge percentage of life asleep, not just in bed, but the kind where you forgot you are a spiritual, immortal being, taking on a temporary human form. It's not your fault. Everyone suffers from spiritual amnesia once in a while. As you develop an identity, an ego, you begin to see through the eyes of a small self and have less connection to your soul self. You may not recognise this is going on, but you sure can feel it. We're here to remind you to look through your soul's eyes and see that magic is everywhere. Infinite potential lies in Spirit, who is teaming with you to fulfill the contract you made to contribute to the evolution of the whole world. Wake up and remember that all the help you need is orchestrated in the invisible realms. Your mind, in alignment with divine intelligence, is unstoppable. The world is yours to co-create. You are so loved, and we are all behind you. That's so interesting. You are so loved, and we are all behind you. That's interesting, isn't it, that reading? The spiritual amnesia part was kind of what I read yesterday from Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. Jess says, definitely. Jess says, how are you doing, Lucy? I'm doing very well. Thank you very much. Thank you for asking, Jess. And Jess says, yes, we always have a nice time, mostly cuddling. It's so lovely, isn't it? I mean, it's just the best time, isn't it? Like, that's what I feel it's like. That time is like my most favourite, best, yeah. That's just the best time. Artichoke and, how do I say that? I say go dip in chips, so good. Some things go together very well. Bond, thank you. Purple Spliff, I love sleeping with my Divine Feminine. She's so beautiful, but it's been about a month since I got to do it. Jess, yes, it's all I care about, honestly. It's not all I care about. I care about a lot of things. I care about you guys, and I care about my own energy and my own happiness. These are things I really care about. But yes, I care about my divine masculine. Kind of like so different to how I've ever well, nothing compares. We'll go into a bit of Sinead O'Connor. Yeah, just nothing seems to compare to that feeling. And the respect is just it's just so respectful. Okay, we're all doing a bit of missing. Let's all do a bit of missing. I miss mine as well, Spotty Pony. 3 months for Spotty Pony. Jess, another ex just texted me a pic of us holding hands with our tattoos that spell love when together. That's interesting. I'm working on my happiness. So many ducks to get in a row. But you'll get them all in a row, won't you? Oh, it will just come. Yeah. It would just all come naturally. In the end, it does. You just realise you're just in this different energy. Your whole world is completely different because obviously it's responding to your energy. So it's a joy. What's that there, Spotty Pony? Not much better than that time together. Yes. It feel good, Bond. I rarely hear from him, Jess. I don't think you're the only one that goes through that kind of but oh, you have to remember that the universe picks up. So like even like saying I miss him, that's something that I wouldn't choose to. I know when my soul is like yearning but and it's not that it doesn't come out, but I wouldn't so did you hear it? Something just slid and fell onto the floor. But I wouldn't come on here and say to you and start that cycle of missing, because there's nothing missing. So we can go there, but not for long. You've got to learn to snap yourself out of it. Get elastic band around your wrist or something to flick, because it's like just the part here, I rarely hear from him. So the universe will pick up like rarely hear from him. It's like just try and take your focus away from like the lack aspect, and look for the abundance, the happier thoughts, the way that you're telling the story. I picked up that it really does matter the way that you tell the story, and I always turn it into a story that feels really good and settled with me. And, oh, I thought he was going to say that. Oh, on a different note, it doesn't even say that, does it? Oh, it's a different ex, laugh out loud. Okay. Well, yeah, they're exes, aren't they, for a reason? Let's not even just, well, if we discussed them, you're going to attract more back in, aren't you? So, Bond, super hot outside, water in the garden is fun, making rainbows every day. So beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, I've got like 10 flowers on this one plant. That's, yeah, it came from like a small little plant. And it's nice, and I can see now they're all getting ready to bloom. It's quite amazing out there. I've just been out there talking to them all. I'm like, how are we doing today? And I'm noticing little buds appearing. It's like, this is magnificent. Jess, someone asked me about the tattoo the other day at work, so I've been thinking about him. There you go. And there it is. There's the realisation of what's happened. I went into work today, and as I opened up the door, there's £45 just sitting on the step, on the doorstep, you know, on the, yeah, as you walk in. And inside, through the letterbox. And it was like, it's like raining money. And then I could see out of the window, this boy, well, I take it he was with his dad, he kind of went like that to his dad, ran down, and there was £15 just sitting on the floor outside the shop. It's like, it's raining money. I've told you I've been focusing on prosperity. I didn't say how it'll come, I would just notice that money. It's fun. You realise you're thinking about that. So be mindful about what you're thinking. Bonds, I do appreciate my air conditioning very much. I appreciate the fact that I work in a place that is like cool. It's like it's located so the sun doesn't really kind of get to it, and it's kind of got it's an arcade, so like there's a walkway, and the women, oh, it's beautiful. I couldn't ask for better conditions to work in. The Spotted Pony, I'm blocked out and ghosted. What does the universe say to that? How does the universe respond to that? Blocked out and ghosted. It will continue all the time that you state it. I know it's hard. It is hard. It's not an easy journey, this. I felt his energy several times, like that. Just several times. Okay. Yesterday, it was nice to feel that. There you go. Why don't you just hang on to that feeling then, of feeling his energy? It's when the lack comes in that your frequency changes. So you've had like the experiences that you can draw from. It's just when you go to the missing part, your energy drops, doesn't it? So you can be like, let's say like you're reminiscing, the Six of Cups energy, memories of love. So you're having a trip down memory lane, yeah? All those like awesome memories. And you want more, don't you? And more. And so, and then you start to miss it. And then you might cry. You feel all lonely. And then your mind just starts running away with you. It's like, don't go there. Okay. It depends how long you can hold on to that really nice, happy thought and feeling without ruining it for yourself. Yesterday it was nice to feel that. That's how I find some peace. So why would we cut ourselves off from that when it's taking no real external influence for us to feel like that? We can produce that feeling ourselves. This is what it is about, becoming in alignment. Not allowing yourself to be bothered by things like this. I mean, you've got a beautiful story there. That hasn't got an ending unless you wrote it. Woo! I like this. Should we go to the next pile? Let's go to the next pile. Yeah, I've been trying so hard to feel warm and fuzzy. The longing is hard. You can long. You can have moments of crying. I do all that. I am human. And I do long and I do miss. And I just don't like dwell on it. And most definitely wouldn't like state it. But if asked, yes, of course. I do feel it and speak to him every morning and at bedtime. Love you, sleep well, good morning, I love you. So you do. So what went wrong? I listened to this thing today. If I can find it, I think I can, because I haven't listened to much on YouTube today. But I did this morning. First thing, I listened to an Abraham Hicks little segment. And that exercise will help you. Very special, no ma'am, not an ending, exactly. Right. What went through my mind when I was doing, because I was going to come on, I was sitting in the garden and it was like, do I go on about, it was around about maybe about 5:15, 5:30, and it was like, no, I just don't feel like it. I'm going to go and do some like housework. So as I was pottering around in the kitchen, I was having like the conversations that you do. And it's like, this was a question to me. And it was like, do you think about me? And my answer was yes. And it's like, well, how often do you think about me? And I paused. And it was like, it might be easier if I tell you, like, when I don't think about you. And that's when, like, I'm at work. Unless I'm reminded of you via a song or somebody walks in. That answers it, doesn't it, really? Yeah. Otherwise, it's just like continuous chat. It's like they're just there. Jess, when we spoke today, I told him I'm still waiting. I feel it's fixable and we could be happy, hopefully together soon. Okay. I'm not sure that they really like that part. I'm still waiting. What's coming through now is like, I knew you were waiting for me. I don't think they like the idea of us actually putting our life on pause or us being affected so much because of their absence. Okay. Most of, like, the feminines assume that they're not missed, as in, like, the divine feminine's not missed, that they're not thinking about them. But you kind of know the truth. You've had the clues that that's not true. That's just a story you tell yourself, that they don't think about you and blah. Maybe not when they're working, but I'm the same. When you're preoccupied, you don't, do you? It just depends on how much you occupy, on what you occupy your life with. I occupy a lot of my life with connecting with the divine, spending time alone, so yeah, connected to the divine source, and that's what comes through. Same with the cards. They could come up with so many different stories. That's why I started doing tarot readings. I had these cards, and every single message, I'd never done tarot or oracle before, only had these, and every single message I'd done just come up with soulmate relationship, they're all love relationships. It's like, well, anyway, right, and let's move on to pile number 2. So if you were drawn to the Raven card, what's swirling around in your chest here? It looks like a bird of peace coming in. One bit of hair, look at it. What are you doing? So you have to, I'm being a little bit, I'm not being hard, but I'm not going, I will, do you know what I'm shaking my head at? So you got other men new approaching, I don't like it. Found out, hold on, let's just go back a bit. Found out the boss I don't like is leaving next week, but that's good, isn't it? Makes your life a bit easier. Okay. Other men new approaching or now approaching, I don't like it. Well, this is going to be a tough one, isn't it, Jess? Because as a divine feminine, you are going to have men approaching your vessel, your energy. Let's just say that. And you don't like it, so then you're going to be like repelling it, aren't you? Away. You just have to accept that men will ask you out. They will be mesmerised by you, enchanted by you. You will have compliments. You're going to have to learn how to deal with all that and thank them graciously. Because that's what you are. You're light. So I don't like it, then get comfortable. My daughter went through this. She hated men like perving over her. I said, but you are beautiful. And once she accepted that, you just kind of laugh it off. It doesn't mean anything, does it? Like, not to you, but there's another thing that does come through, is that your masculine's energy will come through other masculines. So I've had bizarre things said to me by men. And I'm thinking, this is really bizarre. And then I always know it's because their personalities would change. It's like that conversation never happened or something. But the conversation would completely remind me of, like, they'll either speak like my divine masculine, like phrases, or, well, you know the stuff. And you kind of think, this is a bit like, or suggestions. I don't know. And then, so is that a big sign that your masculine's like, may not be aware of it, but his energy's coming through other masculines? So I find it quite funny. So I kind of like have not a play with them. I'm like, okay, right, you know, you don't have to give your number to anyone. You don't have to go out to anyone, out to anyone. You don't have to go out with anyone. You don't have to feel obligated. And what I find is, if I was to get close to these people, something would happen. They'd either turn up with their, like, partner and the kids, or, you know. So it's like it wasn't for that purpose. Because, like, the whole, you kind of think, what was that about? Well, that was about, like, your divine masculine. Too many men, you'll find that all men. It's charisma, it's charm. Everyone will be fascinated. Okay. And the ones that aren't, they won't even come, like, anywhere near you anyway, because that's how you're vibing. So they kind of go, what is, like, your secret? There normally is. The other day I had a lady who came into the store and she said to me, I need 10 of you to take home with me. It's like, you are just lovely. And you hear them. And this isn't big-headedness, this is just what happens. You hear them going out of the store and it's like, wasn't she lovely? It's just, isn't she lovely, made from love? Well, that was my song when I was growing up. So, like, have you thought about, like, that could have been programmed? I have thought about that. It was my, I don't know, whenever they said, like, my mum and dad, well, that's, like, my song. That's Lucy May's song. Isn't she lovely, Stevie Wonder? And so if I was told that as a young age, there you go. I've got loads of syncs on my past. Yeah, that I can kind of go back and go, oh my goodness, it all happened how it was meant to have happened. And if it didn't happen, well, it did happen the way that it happened. Perfect. Alright, Spotted Pony. Share your wisdom, Lucy, in the new men coming in. It is tough. I like it. It feels uncomfortable. I'm not interested. Yeah, I know. But that's fine, isn't it? You can, you know, I normally say to them from, like, the get-go, because you know, don't you? If you've experienced it once and you're like, oh, you just know. And I'm open to, like, knowing differently. So I am open to that. So that's why I always find them intriguing, because I don't want to kind of, like, push everyone away straight away. I don't want to do that. But I definitely don't want to get into anything that I've got to think twice about. So I find it, I just do a little bit of digging around. Just to make sure that, you know, I'm not, you know, closed off to bigger, better. You know. But, where was I going with this? Well, you don't have to go anywhere with it, do you? Oh, from the get-go, I normally say to them, you know, all the time, I'm being asked to go out for, like, coffee, let's meet up, from different, you know, men. And most of the time, it doesn't happen. I either don't get back to their message, and then I'll see them and I'll say to them, oh, you sent me a message. I will be quite honest with them. You sent me a message, didn't you, about, like, going out for coffee? Sorry, I'm rubbish at checking my messages. And yeah, we'll have to arrange that at some point. And yeah. And if I do go out with them, I say to them, you know, especially if I feel that they're, you know, wanting more, it'll be like, I just don't feel that way about you. You know, I love you as a friend, but I don't know. I'm quite honest. I'm like, I don't have any, like, sexual chemistry there. But you know, you have to remind them a few times. But I'll keep on reminding them, and then well, that's that then. That's how I look at it. I like having male friends. So I mean, if I didn't have male friends, that's like half the population I can't, like, interact with. it's just something I've... But what I've taken away now, like where I was talking about, like in my 30s, I felt I was quite flirty. I don't like flirt with these men. I don't like, yeah. I'm like the opposite now. It's like, no, we're good to go and hang out and, you know, chat. And some I can talk to quite easily, and others you're just a bit like, it feels a bit awkward. And if I go home with it, I didn't really enjoy that. I don't really want to do that again. Even as like friends, I just don't do it again. I'm just quite honest. Oh, Bond, you are very lovely, Lucy. Made with love. I know. Everything's made with love in my house. Like when the kids say, you know, well, you can ask them. It's well, you can. It's like, you know why that tastes so good, don't you? Because it's made with love. It matters. Purple Spliff, you are lovely, believe me. I've known some very beautiful women. It's not just the look, it's the way, the scent. Thank you very much. Purple Spliff, and the way they sound. Jess, yeah, I keep getting asked out. One guy called me babe. It made me sick. You've got to just giggle at it. Seriously. It's when like the 60-year-olds ask me out, these really older men, and I'm just in my mind thinking, you got balls. Whether they get like more confident as they get older. But yeah. I tell you what, the good thing I found, because you got to look for like, what is it, the seed of equivalent benefits, okay, is that these guys, like from my last place of work, because there was a lot of them, they were coming like shopping so they could see me, and now I've moved to like a men's store, like they're finding me, so it's bringing like the custom, which is interesting. So I do kind of see them around and about town, and it's nice. Do you know what's nice? It's the look on their face. They're actually happy to see you. But I say to them, how are you? I'm better now that I've seen you. And I say, that's so lovely. It doesn't mean anything more. I allow them to kind of show that, unless like they get a bit full on. And I've had that before, where one kept trying to like touch my arse. And guess what happened, Jess? He just left one day. I dealt with that, because if the divine weren't going to deal with it, I was going to deal with it if it happened one more time. And so that was dealt with, and it's like, well, you know, it doesn't work anymore. Well, that's what you get for touching my ass. Very slyly as well, and it's like, oh no. So you're protected. But you will have people that muse over you. You are their muse. But accept it. Yeah, they're loving, aren't they? They're just expressing, you know, I have to list, well, not so much now, but I did in my last place of work, the customers, that because I tell others she's lovely, she is. That's the love of my life. Another would go, she's an angel. Just I just giggle. Like, yeah. So I got a good reputation. And even like the last 2 days, yesterday one of my, like, because I was a team leader, so I was in charge of like a team of like 25, and because I don't work there anymore, one came in to see me yesterday. It was so lovely. The look, just, you know, our eyes just kind of, I miss them, so you go, but not enough to kind of sacrifice my happiness, okay, because it was easy. I made life, you know, a bit more joyous every day. When you go to work, you want that, don't you? And then another one come in today, and actually she did slap my ass. I had my head in the window, and someone slapped my ass. At her, it was her. Thank the Lord it was her. Yeah, that's nice. Anyway, I've got another pile here to do, and we're already an hour in now. Oh, do you know, I was contemplating then, trying back later to do it, but I'm not going to. Oh, there's 2 archangels on this one. Right, let me finish reading your comments and then just, like, well, obviously I'm not telling you what to do. You can type away, but I'm not going to respond after I've read this this string of comments. Like, until I've, well, you know what I mean. Yeah, I keep getting asked out. One guy called me babe. It made me sick. That's one of the names DM called me. Yeah, I know, but exactly. But if your DM's energy's coming through, he's going to call you babe, isn't he? Comes through my daughter and everything. I'm like, why are you talking to me like that? And she kind of gets it. She knows. I go, why? What did they... Oh, it's so interesting because I thought I heard, like, my Divine Masculine's accent, like, round a corner, like, when I was shopping with my daughter. And I looked at her and I said, I swear to God. And the thing is this accent was calling, like, my daughter's Divine Masculine, because he was in the other aisle. So it's calling Jamie. And I, like, looked at Megan and I'm like, are you serious? He's like, and she went, come on, let's go round and meet this person. And I went round and it wasn't. It was actually people that I knew, and I'm like, why did they sound like that? Yeah? Laugh at it. Don't take, like, let's say, don't take it for, like, face value. They're just a vessel. I feel sorry for some of them. Because it's like, do you remember what you actually said to me? Like, I've had conversations like that. It's like, do you actually remember what you... And it's like they don't even remember they had that conversation with me. That's when I started to twig on. And he is definitely pushing down more than I'm comfortable with. Yeah, well. Set them boundaries, darling. Within yourself, and then they naturally exert themselves. Original. I'm about to have a first-time experience where I'll be assessing whether it's an only-time experience or not. Yes. I mean, it's just socialising. That's how I, yeah, I go out with guys if they ask me out and, like, and I've kind of got to know them. And, yeah, friendship, isn't it? It's just... Anyway. Perfect advice, thank you. I'm on the right path. Right. That's good. And if you weren't, then hopefully we put you back on it. Original, yes, I struggle too with the pet names from guys that aren't my DM. Learning how to accept it again as love. Yeah, do that. Yeah. Yeah, for real, Jess says, I'm not interested in being touched by anyone other than my DM currently. Exactly. I always know. The thoughts do go through, like, my mind, so I'll scan it. I'll scan it. I'll scan the vessel. But obviously you're scanning energy, aren't you? Scan it. And I just think, I mean, there's one that's quite persistent. And, but no, I just, like, ignore his messages, really. Because he used to send messages, like, random, I don't know, they called gifts. Are they called that? GIF? And I just think, why are you sending me that? So I say to him, he says, do you get my message? I go, I don't even understand that. That's not, this is how I told him, it's not even my humour. Why are you sending me? Like, he kind of, he takes it well. What was I saying about that? But yeah, I've said to him, I said, there's no way in this world that your thing's going anywhere near me. I said, he's a dirty dog. He is. Like, after what he tells me, I think, I don't know, if you talk to all women like this, I'm not sure that, I don't know, yeah, no, not for me. Like, dating sites, dating 6 women, I've got this date this week, this date this week. Yeah, and then they go, why don't you like me? I go, I just don't feel that way about you. I go, you're a dirty dog, it's not for me. It's just, and I'll be like, your hands on, I'm not touching. No, thanks. There was one point when he actually said to me, he said, this was the part that I just thought was, I ironic. He just went, I sense deep darkness within you, like demon energy. I went, you are really shitting me, aren't you? It was proper gaslighting. It's like, I know, there's something wrong with you, and it's just like, but then he'd be so mesmerised and like this with me. And I'd have to say to him, because I've kind of worked with him, he would just constantly stare me up and down. I go, you're checking out my arse again, aren't you? He'd go, leave me alone, just let me do it. Whatever. But proper, I'm like, your eyes, I can... And then people assumed, you know, or if I say that I've been out, oh, I've been out for coffee. Have you? I said, not in that, at all in that way. No, no. And he drank so much that he never, I would tell him, actually he wasn't really that interested in me. Not this side. If I mentioned Tammy, oh no, don't do none of that. Amusement. But not, I had to go back, you know, after one of these, like, I don't know, meet up dates, just on a date. Drained, exhausted. Yeah. Right. There you go. Well, take away that first part, Jess. I miss being called the pet names, because then you go, he still calls me one of them. By accident sometimes, no accidents, Jess. So you could just change it. I love it. I love it when he still calls me those pet names. Change the way that you're telling the story. Yep, exactly. Definitely the way he texts me is far too personal, fast, and I'm just not interested anymore. But just don't respond then. You're not obligated to do anything. Right, deck number 2. Deck number 2. This is going to be a quick one because the sun is still out and I want to go outside and spend some time with the guys. And maybe get some dinner in the oven. I might be back on later, so that would be nice. But I wanted to do a pick a card. Right, Raven. I said, what's swirling around here? Prepare for change. Archangels, Azrael, and Bokpai. They want you to know, look, prepare for change and that you are safe. Archangel Michael's with you. I am protecting you against lower energies and guarding you, your loved ones, and home. Clairsentience, Archangel Regul. Notice your reoccurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. Wow. So, that deck is still there, and we had an angel that was, I said, felt like sticking their finger up. Do you remember? Do you remember when we fell in love? We were young and innocent then. Do you remember? Life Review, Clairsentience. Okay. Archangels Regul. I've already read this part. Notice your reoccurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. Straight from the heart. Yeah, okay, I'm picking up on the message. So, we've been talking about energy, transformation, transmutation. They're pointing to that higher perspective. Should we say a higher viewpoint, a different way of looking at this? With both of these here pointing, but the heart chakra is highlighted here. Oh, gifts from God. Well, you've got Archangel Michael. That's a gift by itself, to have Archangel Michael with you. It's like he's there to help you fight your internal battles. Prepare for change. Gifts from God, Archangel Sandalphon. So Sandalphon will understand what's going on, because he was a mortal man. We angels bring you gifts from your Creator. Open your arms to receive. Are you ready? It's like, are you ready, Divine Feminine? Because this is the Empress in the background here who's breaking through the clouds. But it's you in the physical. It's time to take action. Great passion for a cause, instinctively knowing just what to do. Confident, enthusiastic, courageous and charismatic. Before enlightenment, you collect water and chop wood. After enlightenment, you collect water and you chop wood. Summer. So this has been a message on its own, hasn't it, about summer? Bask in joy and light. I feel this is really a message for you, Divine Feminine. Prepare for change. Archangel Michael's with you. I am protecting you against lower energies and guarding you, your loved ones, and homes. Clairsentience. Notice your reoccurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. We angels bring you gifts from your Creator. Open your arms to receive. It's time to take action. Great passion for a cause, instinctively knowing just what to do. Time to take action. Great passion for a cause. What is that cause? And what instinctively knows what to do? Because it's the same answer. Hi, Moon Cookie. Miley Cyrus, I can give myself flowers. There you go. Bonds are going from feel good to feel good. Jess, I would try. That's all we ask. Bond, being so good to myself and enjoying now moments. Thank you for sharing, Lucy. Yeah, absolutely. It will do you the world of good. It will do the world good by you being in that sunny disposition. Moon Cookie, not sure what you said, but hey, 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 Lucy Lou, what it do? Chickadee. Good afternoon to the Channel of Love. We're going up on a Tuesday. I need to Google how to transmute. Okay. Hi, Moon Cookie. Long time no see. How beautiful. Summer. Time to bask in joy and light. Why not? It's good for you. And for everybody else. Cheers, Moon Cookie, darling. Cheers, the Channel of Lovers. Oh, my answer to this part. Time to take action. And what we taking action towards? Great passion for a cause, and our cause is love. And instinctively knowing just what to do. Love knows exactly what to do. Summer, bask in joy and light. What deck's that? The Angels and Ancestors is the deck. Summer, seasons. Rise up, open your wings and shine. Bring your projects and plans out into the light, into manifestation. Now, you have to remember with that other pile there, it said about, you know, you can't fly too close to the sun just yet, too prematurely. Divine Feminine, you've been on this journey, and you haven't rushed through it, have you? You haven't been rushed through it. I feel the masculines will go through it accelerated, not pleasant. Really not pleasant. That's like a massive roller coaster. Okay, you've had time to, well, you've had no other choice than to learn how to manage, control, and live with your feelings. As frustrating as that is, that's what you've done, and you've come far. So fine tune it now. Okay. Cheers. Thank you for your energy. You're so welcome. Jess. Summer. Rise up, open your wings and shine. Bring your projects and plans out into the light, into manifestation. Summer has always been recognised as a time for joy, for going on adventures and making memories. Flowers are in full bloom. Animals are enjoying the freedom of the wild summer days and nights, and people are taking holidays, basking in the sunshine and being lifted energetically by the light and warmth. The extended message: this is the perfect opportunity for you to enjoy the fruits of your labour. Light has come to banish the darkness. Clarity is arriving too, allowing you to know exactly where you are and how you can move forward. Angels and ancestor guides are encouraging you to enjoy this moment and not to rush forward, because this is a time for pleasure, enjoyment, and expansion. There is a great chance that you have extra energy, creativity, and inspiration at this time. Notice what is coming to you, as it is inspiration directly from the divine. So it's been sent to inspire you. And when you thank me for my energy, I was going, well, in my mind, I said, it's okay, I've got like loads to share. And this part's here. There is a great chance that you have extra energy, creativity, and inspiration at this time. So it's best we all tap into that. Notice what is coming to you, as it is inspiration directly from the divine. And if you guys are not doing the noticing, then I am trying to point them out, the signs, synchronicities. So when the summer card arrives in the future position of a spread, or as the last card in a reading, it can also indicate that the coming summer will usher in important energies with regards to your question or intentions. Okay. I'm going to say it because I felt like I had to apologise. Sorry to say that it's not the last card, and we're not even focusing on the future, we're focusing on right now, this very moment. So, it may not be this summer, but who's caring about that? Summer. Intention. Card number 22. Bond. Vodka and orange juice go together. Cheers. Cheers, Bond, if that's the mood you're in, darling. Vodka and orange. Cheers. It's a bit bizarre that you say that, because I felt I was a bit lightheaded, as if like a little bit drunky. I thought, okay, who's going to be drinking on a Tuesday night? Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's like drinking on a school night. Staying up late on a school night. I'm all for things like that. 22, and it's the enchanted map. I'm going to read this. Oh, look what I opened up to. Come together, look. With the giraffes. Right. 22. 22, solitude. Ghostlands. Dragon's lair. Field of dreams. Intention. Deliberate, clear intentions have the power to change your world. Your objectives will be fruitful at this time. Inspired intentions are like magic arrows shot into the air. The universe is bringing you a gift. The universe is bringing you a gift, showing you that you're hitting your mark. Okay. The gifts are the signs, synchronizations, the clarity. Recognize that you're not the one who has to do all the work, however. Others help you co-create reality. You connect to the power of your intention, sending it out into the field, then allow for synchronicity to work its magic. Perhaps the good intentions of others will inspire you to send out beautiful ones of your own. Let's hope so. Own the life you want to lead. Not live. Own the life you want to lead. Be that lead role in your story. Own the life you want to lead and live deliberately, with clarity and detachment. I love it. I got a sharp pain going up my leg while I was reading that. Oh, those arrows shooting me. Cupid's arrows of love. Let's give her some more love. She so deserves it. Tell yourself that story. A stiff one. Oh yeah, I'd like one of them. Not from anybody though. A stiff one sounds good. I'm just going to go back because giggling's good. Oh my God. Oh my God, do you remember me from high school? Julia. No? Okay. Which is weird, I'm not even sure we would have called it high school, but hey. High School Reunion. Okay, that's a High School Musical. Something was coming through in the garden actually about it, and I thought to myself, why am I like thinking High School Musical? So that's interesting. Spotty Pony. Summer is almost here in Texas. Yes, it is. So good, just the one. Bond, a stiff one, ha ha ha. Moon Cookie, I'm watching Game of Thrones, and one of the dire wolf from the show's name is Summer. Well, there you have it then. There's a synchronization there. That's something I've never watched, is Game of Thrones. Bond, an extra long spliff. What's that say? Aperitif. Aperitif. What does aperitif mean? Bond, vodka, OJ, and a flat spliff. I love Moon Cookie. Is always in order on the menu. I think I'm in agreement. Well, yeah, why not? I'm actually considering, like, reconsidering the OJ and vodka. And when I just have the flat spliff and leave the alcohol, would that be called joining in? I can have a drink if it's a cocktail. Hold on, I saw something about a screwdriver. Oh, I'm trying to look what this word is. Aperitif. What does that mean? It's a must. Have you told me what it meant before I get a chance to look into the dictionary around it? I quite like this process. It's like, don't ruin the fun. How do you spell it? Is it spelt right? A-P-P-E-R-A-T. A-P-P-E... Can't find it. Right, Moon Cookie Bond says, right. Purple Spliff, I think an aperitif is like a starter for drinks, is it? So I spelt that, but don't worry about it because I can't pronounce it, so it doesn't really matter how you spell it. I think I know what you're talking about. Right, let's get on with this light reading. Intention. It's therefore a French word. It's like a drink before a meal to get the appetite started. To whet the appetite. Did I say that? Okay. Oh. There's a masculine here that's quite sad, but it doesn't mean you have to be. Are we in agreement? Look at this here. That kind of makes the Three of Cups here, which is like a reason to celebrate. But if he doesn't see a reason to celebrate, you know that no one else can, like, you can't do his thinking for him. You can maybe try, but he's the one that's carrying these thoughts around, just the same as we are. The thing is, as you go through, like, your personal awakening, the ego kind of drops a little bit. It's okay to kind of pick yourself up on things. I think, Steph, I'd rather kind of pick myself up on things than be told by others to. And sometimes people do tell us, you know when they are, when someone triggers you, picks up things about, you know, what you do which are disliked. Always makes you go away and have a think about it. Okay. Chariot. There is that energy of like waiting. I'm going to say it because that's what the Chariot is, but the Chariot is, it's kind of waiting for that, for the divine to push you. You don't need to control anything. You just need to be happy, still. Look, the Sphinxes are patiently waiting. If we want to, we just use words, don't we, to try and like describe, I don't know, feelings, emotions. Next card. Power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. Okay. And that's a power that just by the comments that we still need to tap into. So we're not really waiting, are we? We're like still we're always going to be developing ourselves. We're going to be growing. Let's focus on that. You have to trust that you instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. You are love. You are loved. But you are love. Remember it. Oh, look at this. I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. Dear you, do you feel like you need to do all the work and fix everything for everyone, or you might have no value? Maybe you think you need to control everything, or else nothing will get done, be healed, be completed, etc. You may think you need to conform to what others expect of you, or choose a course of action to manipulate an outcome. But we don't think that would be a good choice. How about this? Even if it makes you temporarily uncomfortable, do something different. Set that boundary. Delegate responsibility to another. Ask for your needs to be met. And when faced with an impossible situation or sticky, enmeshed relationship, repeat this mantra. I didn't cause it, I can't control it, and it's not my job to cure it. Then carry on. Feels good, doesn't it? The best part is everything just seems to work beautifully and honestly in the end. I love you so, so much. It's nice, isn't it? And when I said here about this masculine is like really, really like unhappy, but it doesn't mean you have to be. So ask for your needs to be met, and when faced with an impossible situation or sticky enmeshed relationship, repeat this mantra. I didn't cause it. You're love. You just cause more loving things, don't you? So you didn't cause this. I didn't cause it. I can't control it. And it's not my job to fix it. It actually says to cure it. But then carry on. Feels good, doesn't it? The best part is everything just seems to work beautifully and honestly in the end. Love you so, so much. So, You Are Magic is the card for both of the piles. Dear you, there is only one you. And you have a unique place in the universe. Do you think I'm speaking to both like the decks, but there's only one you? Like one divine feminine, one divine masculine here. One divine couple. There is only one you, and you have a unique place in the universe. Sometimes situations come up that challenge you to be authentic, and that means you have to be fully yourself and let go of being what you think others may want. Now is not the time to conform to other people's standards or expectations. Be proud of who you are and be courageous. Stand tall in your convictions. Being yourself is a powerful statement and will only lead you to success and ultimately happiness. Don't compare yourself to other people. Want what you have, choose what your heart wants, and know that your purpose is yours alone. No one else can claim your magic nor take it away. When you place authenticity and originality high on your list of priorities and give them a prominent place in your awareness, extraordinary things happen. Your life is a beautiful one. Love you, always and forever. So I'm speaking to both of you, and as you know, well, maybe you do, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine status, 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. You've got to get there on your own. But then when you get there on your own, you're ready for the 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. That was beautiful reading. Jeez, an hour and a half. Gentle, gentle, the ways before peaceful paths unfold. Yes, be a gentle gardener, yes. When everyone ghosts you and you like it, so peaceful, lovely, marvellous. They're not ghosting you, what they are. What does ghosting mean? They've had you believe that it means, like, you know, ignoring. But not ignoring you, they're with you, like, in energy form. They're getting closer than ever. Okay, right. Journey of Love, my eyes went to. Ghosting can be entrancing. My words were not coming out then. I think it's funny outside. I can hear you laughing. Oh. I've got 3 cards here. And they've kind of gone on pile 1, pile 2, and then to the side. So, pile 1, your Journey of Love card is Guardian of the Soul Family. Card number 26. So, you had the Giraffe. We've got the Guardian of the Soul Family. You are being drawn to kindred spirits in this physical world by loving guardians in the spiritual world. In the spiritual worlds. If you feel you are leaving relationships behind, do not be afraid. The space that such courageous action creates is sometimes necessary in order to have room for the new to enter your sphere of consciousness. Oh, this really comes in with pile number 1. You may also feel that somehow a relationship that seemed to be held back from you is now becoming available to you. There is a great soul love calling you into more intimate connection now. Excuse me. There is a great soul love calling you into more intimate connection now. It is sanctioned by the divine. It is a karmic destiny to fulfill. There is love that you are to experience in connection with particular souls, predetermined by the divine plan. If you are struggling to feel the soul purpose in your current relationships, take heart, for you are being helped by divine guardians who understand and support the sacred purpose of your relationships. Be open to current relationships healing, whether that means improved communication and enriched experience, or the realisation that you have travelled as far as you can together. What's going on with the voice? And know that new relationships are going to be an important aspect of your spiritual destiny being fulfilled. Trust in the divine timing of your life and open your heart to the guardians who help you with unconditional love now. The guidance of this oracle for you is that relationship healing is taking place, in present relationships unfolding, in attracting the right relationships for your future growth, and in leaving behind relationships of the past with a peaceful heart. Be gentle with your heart, beloved. All is well. Okay, the poem. When I open my heart, you cover me with a blanket of love and warm the silence with your caress. Words unspoken say it all. As we become more, then we are alone. Card number 2, Fire and Ice, 37. You are learning to hold the tension of opposites, of those things that don't immediately seem to go together within your being, without collapsing into confusion, judgment, or denial. There is passion and serenity. There is passion and serenity, creation and destruction, new life and death emerging within you, within your relationships. Sometimes this is hard to handle. We want to make things sink. We want to make things... Maybe we can make my speaking simpler. We want to make things simpler, to just let go of the conflict and complexity and choose one or the other. You are a grand enough soul to be able to withstand the rigours of depth, to go deep, to live fully, to let the divine have its way through you, requires a willingness to stand at the centre of the pairs of opposites and eventually know that they are connected to each other and they exist only in relationship to each other, to breathe and simply be. If you are consciously feeling the conflict in your life, internally or externally, then you are being initiated through fire and ice. Stay present, be patient and wait. There is nothing to fix here, just awareness to step into as divine creation continues to unfold through you. As you master this initiation, you will find a sweet nectar of bliss dripping within. This oracle brings you guidance that the conflict you feel within or externally is a sign of your spiritual growth. Soon you will grow larger than the conflict, but for now, you do not need to engage in it. Simply to be present to it and allow it to work its way through you until you are strong enough to have outgrown the conflict, giving rise to a clear direction. It may seem impossible, beloved, but it is not. You are a vast being. Give yourself a chance to realise this and have patience. All is becoming, including you, according to the perfection of divine design. This oracle brings specific guidance on any relationship matter requiring a decision. Until you have simple clarity in your heart, beloved, beyond the pushing away and pulling closer, then it is time to wait, for there is more yet to be revealed. Only when your heart speaks clearly, then you will do well to act as feels truthful for you. My lips feel numb. One more card to go. Okay, there is a beautiful silence now. There is a beautiful silence now as I hold your hands and listen to your eyes. Across the span of moments called time, there are no words that say as much, nor walls that could confine the wings of our feelings or the rhythm of our eyes. Final card, guys. The bride offers herself. Card number 43. There is a sacred offering taking place, an offering of the divine feminine. She is offering herself to the mystery unfolding. This may manifest in a physical way, in that a woman of great feminine wisdom is offering herself to you in friendship, love, spiritual companionship, or service in some way. This may manifest in a spiritual gift from the Divine Mother in the form of a life circumstance or situation, whether it is immediately recognised as a gift or not. To accept this offering as a bridegroom accepting his bride with love, reverence and respect will bring good fortune. This oracle offers you a message. Accept what is being offered now, whether through challenge or an easing of the way forward. There is a gift of grace from the Divine Feminine reaching for you now. Allow her in and be blessed. This oracle also heralds a time of importance in relationship. You have been revealing yourself and not being afraid of who and what you are, sharing yourself in willingness. Willie just keeps coming through. Willingness to connect. Oh dear. Your vulnerability. What's with the voice? Your vulnerability and beauty is acknowledged and will attract the response you need at the perfect time and in the perfect way. Every bride shall have her bridegroom. Okay. Right, we're finishing with this poem. How careful we must be close. How fragile we must feel. How sad not to be when someone is real. To say approach with caution when we already know that inside there's a likeness and experience goes slow. Guys, I will catch up with you soon. So until then, take care. Much love. Much love. Bye for now.